Hello, my wonderful travelers. Welcome back to Above and Beyond with Lucy. I'm Lucy, and for 15 years, I had the privilege of serving you at 35,000 feet as a flight attendant. I've worked the galley on red-eyes, holiday flights, medical diversions, and everything in between. And now that I'm on the ground, my mission is simple: to make sure you travel smarter, safer, and with a whole lot less stress, because airlines don't always explain things the way they should. Let me ask you something honestly. Have you ever opened your suitcase and felt overwhelmed before your trip even started? You're not alone. In my 15 years walking those aisles, I watched so many capable, seasoned travelers, especially my seniors, pack out of fear. Fear of being uncomfortable, fear of forgetting something important, fear of being stuck without what you need. And airlines quietly let that happen because no one ever sits you down and tells you the truth. Here's the truth from the galley. You don't need more stuff. You need the right stuff. From my experience serving passengers every single day, the calmest travelers weren't the ones with the biggest bags. They were the ones who packed intentionally. They moved through TSA with confidence. They lifted their bags without pain. They enjoyed their trips instead of managing their luggage. You might be thinking, Lucy, that sounds nice, but I need options. I need backups. Trust me when I say, that belief is exactly what airlines count on. I once had a sweet gentleman named Mr. Henderson who packed for every possible scenario. By the time we boarded, he was exhausted, stressed, and sore before the plane even pushed back. Travel should never start like that, and I promised myself I'd never let my viewers make that mistake. So today, I'm going to protect you. I'm going to show you the only 7 items you truly need to pack for any trip, even if you're traveling with just a carry-on. These are crew-approved, senior smart, and tested across thousands of flights. This is what we pack when we fly for work. And before we go any further, if you want more real-world travel secrets straight from the galley, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button right now. And tell me in the comments, what's the one item you're always afraid to leave behind when you travel? I read every single comment because this channel exists for you. All right, my wonderful travelers, let's get into it. I'm about to share 7 packing secrets that will change how you travel forever, and we're starting with the one almost everyone gets wrong. Number 1, the one outfit rule, the packing truth. Airlines never explain. Most travelers, especially my seniors, believe they need multiple outfits, just in case. Just in case the weather changes, just in case there's a nice dinner, just in case something spills. And I understand that instinct, I really do. But from my 15 years working the aisles, that belief is the number one reason carry-on bags become heavy, stressful, and painful before the trip even begins. Here's what airlines don't tell you, and this is straight from the galley. You will never need as many outfits as you think you do. What you actually need is one reliable, neutral base outfit that works more than once. Crew members call this the one outfit rule, and it's how we survive back-to-back flights, delays, and destination changes without dragging heavy luggage behind us. The way it works is simple. You choose one comfortable outfit that can be worn all day, pants that don't wrinkle, a breathable top, and a neutral color that hides wear. Then you add one small change piece, like a scarf or light layer, that instantly makes it look different. That's it. No backups for backups. No what-if clothing. If an item can only be worn once and serves only one purpose, it does not earn space in your bag. Let me tell you why this matters so much. I once flew with a retired school teacher who packed 7 outfits for a 4-day trip. She struggled lifting her bag into the overhead bin and felt embarrassed asking for help. On the return flight, I repacked her carry-on using this rule: one base outfit, one extra layer, one change piece. She walked off that plane smiling, relaxed, and pain-free. That's the difference smart packing makes. I want you to hear this clearly. You are not being underprepared. You are being strategic. Less weight means less strain, less stress, more energy for the moments that actually matter on your trip. And you deserve that ease. You've earned it. Number 2, the single pair of shoes. Crew members always pack. Let me say this gently because I've watched this mistake cause more pain than almost anything else I've seen in the aisle. Most travelers pack too many shoes. Walking shoes, dress shoes, backup shoes, just in case shoes. And every single extra pair adds weight, bulk, and pressure on your body long before your vacation even begins. From my 15 years as a flight attendant, here's the truth we live by. Crew members pack one pair of shoes. One. And that pair has a very specific job. It must keep you comfortable for hours, slip on and off easily at security, and still look presentable enough for a nice meal or evening walk. If a shoe can't do all three, it does not fly with us. Airlines don't explain this, but foot pain is one of the biggest reasons trips become miserable for seniors. Not lost luggage, not delays, feet. I've watched passengers limp down the aisle on day 2 of a trip because they brought shoes that looked good but couldn't support them. And once your feet hurt, everything hurts. Here's the rule I want you to use when packing. Ask yourself, would I happily walk an airport, stand in a security line, and wear this for 6 hours? If the answer is no, leave it at home. Wear your chosen pair on the plane. That alone removes weight from your carry-on and protects your joints before your trip even starts. I want to give you permission here. You do not owe anyone fashionable discomfort. Comfort is not a compromise. It's a strategy. When your feet are supported, you move with confidence, you travel with energy, and you enjoy your destination instead of managing pain. And that is exactly how travel should feel. Number 3, the layer airlines don't advertise, but crew never fly without. Most travelers pack bulky jackets because they're worried about being cold somewhere along the way. Cold airplane, cold airport, cold destination. And while that concern makes sense, from my 15 years in the aisle, heavy jackets are one of the biggest space wasters in a carry-on. They take up room you don't have and add weight you don't need. Here's the insider truth from the galley. Crew never pack bulky coats. We pack one lightweight compressible layer that does 3 jobs. It keeps us warm when the cabin temperature drops. It works as a pillow or blanket when we rest. And it dresses an outfit up or down when we land. This is what we call temperature insurance. Airlines don't advertise this because it doesn't benefit them to make travel easier for you. Planes run cold by design. Gates can feel like refrigerators. And weather delays can strand you for hours. A thin, soft layer that folds into a small pouch protects you from all of that without weighing you down. Here's exactly what to look for. Choose a neutral-colored cardigan, wrap, or thin jacket that can fold into itself. It should be soft enough to sit on or lean against, and light enough that you forget it's even in your bag. If it can double as a blanket or neck support, you've chosen correctly. I've handed extra blankets to passengers who didn't bring a layer, and I've watched others relax comfortably because they did. One small item can make the difference between feeling tense and feeling cared for. And you deserve to feel comfortable, not tough it out in silence. Number 4, the personal care item that replaces half your toiletry bag. This is where I see so many good travelers get tripped up, especially my seniors. Toiletry bags. They start small, and before you know it, they're heavy, overstuffed, and full of liquids that trigger stress at security. From my 15 years as a flight attendant, I can tell you this with certainty: you do not need a full bathroom to travel comfortably. Here's the crew secret airlines never explain. We rely on one solid, multi-use personal care item, not a collection of bottles. Liquids spill. Liquids get flagged. Liquids create anxiety at TSA. Solids glide right through. No questions, no delays. The item I want you to pack is a solid balm or bar that can do multiple jobs. Something that works for dry hands, lips, skin, and even cuticles. Cabin air is extremely dry, and by the time you land, your skin has lost moisture whether you feel it or not. This one item quietly solves that problem without taking up space or causing stress. Starting in 2026, TSA is becoming stricter again with liquids, and seniors are being stopped more often, not because you did anything wrong, but because rules change quietly. I've stood nearby and watched travelers feel embarrassed or flustered over items they didn't even know were an issue. I don't want that for you. So here's the rule I want you to remember when packing. If it can spill, leak, or exceed limits, it does not come. One solid, multi-use item earns its place. Everything else stays home. You deserve a smooth security experience, not unnecessary worry. Number 5, the Health and Comfort Kit Crew. Secretly hope you bring this one is very important to me, my wonderful travelers, especially if you're flying over 60. Most passengers assume the airplane is fully stocked for every situation. From my 15 years working the aisle, I need you to hear this clearly. We are not. And I say that with care, not fear. Here's the quiet truth from the galley. Crew members silently hope you bring a small personal health and comfort kit because it protects you and helps us help you. Planes carry basic first aid supplies, but they are limited, regulated, and not designed for personal needs. Your comfort is not something we can always fix once you're in the air. Your kit should be small, simple, and always in your carry-on. It includes your medications, never packed in checked luggage, along with anything you personally rely on to feel steady and well. That might be pain relief, motion comfort, eye drops, or a small support item your body needs during long sitting periods. Nothing fancy, nothing bulky, just what keeps you comfortable. I once had a passenger who packed all her medications in her checked bag to save space. That bag was delayed overnight. Watching her anxiety rise was heartbreaking, and it was completely avoidable. Since that day, I've been very firm about this advice because your health is not something to gamble with. Let me give you permission here. You are not being high maintenance by preparing for your body's needs. You are being responsible. When you bring what you need, you stay calm, you stay confident, and the entire journey feels lighter. And that is exactly how travel should feel at this stage of life. Number 6, the one tech item that prevents gate check disasters. This is a packing mistake I see almost every single day, and it causes panic right at the gate. Phones dying, boarding passes disappearing, gate agents calling names while passengers dig through bags. From my 15 years as a flight attendant, I can tell you this. A dead phone turns a calm traveler into a stressed one in seconds. Here's the insider reality airlines don't say out loud. Boarding passes, seat changes, gate updates, even delays now live on your phone. When that battery drops, your control drops with it. And once you're at the gate, there's very little time or patience for troubleshooting. That's why crew members always carry one small portable power bank, and we keep it easily reachable. Not buried, not packed deep, right at the top of the bag. This one item has prevented more gate check disasters, missed announcements, and frantic moments than I can count. I've watched passengers panic when their boarding pass wouldn't load and their phone shut down just as we started boarding. And I've watched others calmly plug in, smile, and walk on like they owned the process. The difference wasn't luck, it was preparation. Here's the simple rule. If your phone holds your travel information, then power is not optional. One lightweight power bank earns its place every time. It protects your independence, your confidence, and your ability to move through the airport on your own terms. And you deserve that control. Number 7, the emergency extra that has saved my passengers. More times than I can count, this final item is small, quiet, and often overlooked. But from my 15 years as a flight attendant, I can tell you it has saved more trips than any fancy gadget ever could. Most travelers assume emergencies are big and dramatic. In reality, travel disruptions are usually small, inconvenient moments that pile up quickly if you're not prepared. The item I'm talking about is one lightweight foldable tote or pouch, something that takes up almost no space but gives you instant flexibility. Crew members always carry one because airlines change plans fast. Gate checks happen, seats change, items shift, and when they do, having an extra bag gives you control instead of chaos. I've watched passengers forced to gate check carry-ons scramble to remove medications, electronics, and valuables at the last second. Stress levels spike, hands shake, voices rise. Meanwhile, the prepared travelers calmly pull out a foldable bag, move what matters, and walk on without missing a beat. That difference matters. Here's how to use it. Keep it folded at the bottom of your carry-on. If your bag is taken at the gate, you already have a safe place for essentials. If you pick up items during your trip, you don't strain your shoulders trying to force everything back into one space. It's not about packing more. It's about being ready. Let me say this clearly. Prepared is not paranoid. Prepared is peaceful. This one small item protects your independence and keeps you from feeling rushed or powerless when plans change. And that peace of mind is priceless. Bonus tip. All right, my wonderful travelers, let's do a quick recap of the 7 items that will completely change how you travel. First, we talked about the one outfit rule, the simple strategy that eliminates overpacking and keeps your carry-on light. Then we covered the single pair of shoes that supports your feet, keeps you comfortable, and still looks great. Next, we explored the lightweight layer every crew member carries to protect against unpredictable cabin temperatures. We also discussed the personal care item that replaces half your toiletries and the mini health and comfort kit that ensures you stay steady, confident, and prepared. Then I shared the one tech item, a portable power bank that prevents gate check disasters. Finally, we highlighted the emergency extra bag, small but essential, that has saved countless travelers from stressful surprises at the gate. Now, before I let you go, here's a bonus pro tip straight from the crew. Starting in 2026, TSA has tightened liquid rules, and seniors are more frequently flagged than ever before. The simple fix? Keep all liquids minimal, consolidate with solids whenever possible, and store them in one clear bag. Pair that with the one outfit rule, the layer, and your personal care essentials, and you'll breeze through security like a seasoned pro. Remember, my wonderful travelers, you are the reason we fly. Your comfort, safety, and peace of mind matter more than anything else on board. Don't be afraid to speak up, ask questions, and advocate for yourself. When you're prepared, traveling becomes joyful, not stressful, and every flight becomes an experience you control. Now I want to hear from you, my wonderful travelers. Which of these 7 packing essentials do you already use? And which one are you most excited to try on your next trip? Drop your answer in the comments below. I read every single one, and your questions and stories help me create content that truly serves you. If you found this video helpful, please share it with a senior traveler in your life who could benefit from these insider tips. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss another crew-approved travel secret. Trust me, your future self will thank you for it. And just a little preview for you. In my next video, I'm revealing the top 5 airline mistakes seniors make that can cost hundreds in fees and how to avoid them every single time. You won't want to miss it. Thank you so much for flying with me today. I'm Lucy, and remember, traveling should feel empowering, not exhausting. Fly safe, pack smart, and don't forget, you're in control. I'll see you in the next video.